everyone, my name's Amber. Haven't really been on YouTube in a while, but I have this channel. So I figured I would maybe do just an impromptu video, something informal, where I show you around our gardens. This is year 2 for our gardens, and we're getting there. This year we tried some more things with seeds. So some of my plants are from seeds, which is kind of an awesome feeling if you think about it. We've put some hose reels in. We've changed up the location of several of our beds. And then likewise, there's some work that we just haven't even been able to do yet, like tree removal. But I wanted to take you around, show you around, and make this just kind of like a quick video. So come with us and my dogs and we'll take a peek. All right, so as you can see, first let me just show you a scan of the property. So we have a couple beds going on and I'll talk through all of them. So first thing on the list is every year I bought these last year. They are these vintage planters. They're really cute. I literally have done nothing for them except for just get reusable liners for the inside, but the flowers are doing awesome this year. Last year I did some super petunias in a bubble gum and absolutely loved it. This year I'm trying something else. I forget what these are called, but they're really starting to take off now that the weather is consistently warm. And the rain has been good. We added this in. This is more of a localized compost for us because as you can see, our actual compost is all the way back there, and throwing away scraps and whatnot, this just makes it a lot easier. All right, so we have this hodgepodge nasty area over here, what I call the nasty area, just because we really don't keep it up. But I have a couple things going. So I have this old planter here from our old apartment, and I've just sprinkled in some thyme seeds because you can never go wrong with thyme. We also have a carrot here, just because of our dogs. We've got some, this is parsley from last year. It keeps bolting. I keep cutting it back. A lilac that we rescued from another part of our yard that our dogs just demolished. We have some green onion here that we started from some kitchen scraps. 2 hydrangeas that look like they were dead and we put in the compost pile, and when we were turning the compost, boom, they came back. So I'm letting them just kind of chill here for now until we're able to plant them. And kind of the same thing with these 3 jasmine. Now 2 of these jasmine I'm not seeing any buds emerge. And this one I kind of beat up quite a bit. But this one, I believe, is finally starting to do some stuff. So I'm seeing some vines come out. So once he gets a little bit more established, I'm going to replant him in the area where we have the jasmine. So that's kind of cool. Hose reels, oh my God. If there was a company that I could just go to the moon and back and say how awesome, it is this company right here. So we got 2 of these. We're looking to get 1 more. They're just a retractable hose with quick connects. You know, I kind of did the whole 9. Awesome. So I can't complain. Okay, so as you can see, we're moving into our garden area. Year 2 for our garden, but year 1 at this new location. As you can see, we have this tree here. That's one. It's a Bradford pear. It's massive. It's a bit too close to the house for our liking, and these trees are known for splitting and falling as they age. So we're looking to get rid of that. Hence why we moved our garden over here, closer to the house for watering, as well as to be its permanent spot. Next year though, we'll probably have like a fence or something that we put in kind of like all around because of the dogs. All right, so in this tiny little bed we have some chamomile that was started from seed. So we're seeing how that's gonna go. First time ever growing some potato. A lot of this is just all experimentation because I've never grown potato before, but it is rocking and rolling, killing it. So we'll see what happens. I've got 2 pots here that are strawberries. They are really starting to take off now. I've already eaten 1 strawberry, and Nick has already eaten 1 strawberry, and they're super duper yummy. So we'll see what we get here. Here's one. They're kind of on the smaller side, but they're starting to come, which is awesome. All right, so in here we've got quite a bit of basil all throughout, as you can see. That was something I did from seed and got a lot of it. So we planted a lot of it. 2 Brussels sprouts, also from seed. Some carrot, also from seed. We've got pineapple, tomato, which is like a beefsteak. Right there we have my purple Cherokee, which was from seed from last year. So that one I'm really excited about. It's the only one that came up. We have, before Dottie jumped in here and destroyed it, we had a couple, like 4 celery. Right now it looks like I just have 1 that recovered from that incident. And then over here it's really hard to see. Matter of fact, I lose them all the time. We've got like 1 right there and 1 in here. It's so delicate and gentle. And then 1 right here. This one's probably doing the best. And they are like a radish, I think, like a Japanese radish. Okay, so then over here again, you can see we had to go to the moon and back because of these dogs, but we've got 3 peppers. This one actually is crushing it right now. This one is a candy cane. A candy cane. Never had it before, kind of interested, and they are pretty big. So that's really rocking. Another one I've never tried before called the Great Macaron. Let's see, what's that thing? The Great Macaroni. So that's a new one. And then this one also is a new one. This one is a mammoth jalapenos. So all new peppers this year. That's really cool. Okay, so let's move over here. Got to watch out for dog stuff. But over here, since we didn't know what to do with this section, we did wildflowers. 2 full bags for this section. And it's really starting to come in. You can see a lot of the white flowers coming in. Not quite sure what they are, but even some of the poppies are starting to get their little buds, which is really exciting. So, I mean, this looks really weedy, but I'm really excited to see what it looks like. So I can't complain. All right, so off to some of the other areas. We wanted to centralize a lot there, but there are some areas out here that we wanted to centralize as well. So we've got these beds. There's 2 of them. They're only temporary, but they're for grapes. So we're trying grapes this year. One is a Concord grape. I think the other one might be like a green grape or something like that. And I also put the roots for strawberries in here as well. One is a pine strawberry, which I'm really excited about. Apparently tastes like pineapple. A lot of pineapple kind of stuff going on now that I think of it. And then the other one is just a straight strawberry. But nonetheless, that's in here, and I haven't seen the best results on that yet. Keeping an eye on it, especially for how many I planted. But I've got the other bed here. Again, got this. It's starting to kind of make its move. We're just trying to get that year 1 vine to go all the way up, so that then when we go to transplant it, you know, it'll already have that big stalk. But here's some of the strawberry we think we're growing. And I say think because we're not really sure. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so the biggest change in this back part is that we have redone some of our compost area. We got some new bins, Bins are awesome. The only thing that is kind of worrisome with them is how to get the slats, like these slats, to move, because it is a pretty tight fit, and with weather and all that kind of stuff, you know, it makes it hard to lift. So I guess we'll figure that out. But for this year, it got us to the next stage beyond just that hump. We also have our blueberries. We originally had 3, kind of like these 3, 1, 2, 3. We got 2 more to kind of pull it out a little bit. Some of them are fruiting gorgeously. The fruit is big and plump, and even the new guy right here has some. So all of my previous year ones have them. This one I'm not really seeing anything on, but that's okay. And I'm also seeing new growth on a lot of them with these mint colored leaves, so I am happy. Also in this back compost area, because it's really not used for anything, we decided to start planting some stuff here. So in this location, we've got some cantaloupe grown from seed, which is definitely makes me very happy that I was able to grow things from seed. I know that sounds silly, but it really does make me happy. And then I sprinkled this area with some like mammoth sunflower, because I think that it's important to have things, again, for birds, as well as possibly a food source for us. So I definitely wanted to give that a shot. And since it's like an area that we just don't really care that much about, at least in this first year of this area, why not give it a shot? So anywho, back here we have some cucumber also grown from seed, and we're just looking for it to climb. It's got this nice kind of T-posts with some cables, just tied up, zip ties. Over here we have what was originally the moon garden. So for this area, just to give you some perspective here, let me go over here. These 3 trees, 1, 2, 3, gorgeous. This whole bed was developed around that. Yeah, we're looking to remove them as well. They are the Bradford pears, just like that one up front, known for splitting. I don't know. We're at a point where if we're gonna have trees, we want the trees to be things that will provide food and whatnot, and or something else besides what these trees provide. Anywho, I digress. Let me talk to you about these plants a little bit. So again, we have I believe it's a Mexican sunflower and some poppies. As you can see, some of the poppies had drifted because of water. Again, this was an experimental throw the seeds sort of based off of the instructions and see what happens, and that's what happened. Apparently these are perennials, so we'll see what happens with them. They may be moved. Over here you can't really see it too well, but we did plant some yarrow, great medicinal herb. We also have some flax that we planted that just does not look like it's doing that well, so we'll see how that goes. We've got these, not the biggest fan of them, but we have them. 2 lilac bushes, which are going to become the main part of this bed once the trees get removed. These are like a purplish color. I'm just so excited. All of our lilacs just got demolished last year by the dogs, so I'm excited to see these progress. These will get huge. Some lavender that I rescued from the front. We've got some of our rosemary bushes we're letting just grow. Then if I go on this side, over here, my all-time favorite flower. Look at this. It's just so gorgeous. Oh, and it just continues to flower. I'm just so impressed with it that I ended up growing from seed more and planting them in to make a drift, because as we know, plants are expensive. I really don't have money for that, so I'm trying seed to see if I can get things that I've had good success with that I really like, if I can get more, more out of it by going the seed route. We've got some poppies, or excuse me, not poppies, peonies. I'm gonna call this scabia, I think is what it's called. And so we have some there. Again, I just love, they look a kind of tawdry now, look kind of weed-like, but when they pop up, they are really cute. So I also put one there, again from seed, next to a peony. This is year 2 peony. This and that over there are year 1. Got a butterfly bush in white that also got demolished by the dogs last year. Was able to kind of bring it back, and it's looking great. So I'm really excited. Another peony, and then we've got some majorum, real tiny, that we planted there. And then aside from that, and I don't know if that's something I planted or not. Some of this we'll have to see. Again, another rosemary, because you can never have too much rosemary. More of this because I love it, obviously. And some swoops of it. This area is kind of dead. Another year 2 peony, some barbecue type plants. We put some yarrow in this area and a little majorum, I believe, over in this area. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Now let's go walk over to this area, which gets us closer to the house. Sorry if I'm walking a little weird. It is wet out this morning. My feet are getting all slushy in my shoes. Okay, so this area is pretty much like our bird station, but I'm trying, as you can see, it's very barren here, and trying to get plants again, it's kind of tricky. Let's start here. So first, the reason why this bed is so large is because I have 3 tea tree plants. So at some point we'll be able to pick these leaves once it matures a little bit and be able to make tea out of them. So that's pretty gosh darn exciting. And then over here we have some Ammenium. Again, this was a plant that I absolutely fell in love with. So with that, I ended up planting some more of it all over, trying to get it to grow and make like a little drift of it. I know I probably just did not show that off very well. And then over here, I love these plants too, but again, I have not bought any more. And they're not necessarily the cheapest, but I've got like a ghost fern there, or painted Japanese ghost fern or something like that. This thing is just thriving. I wouldn't mind trying to get another, but look at that leaf and how silver it is, you know, it's just gorgeous. And then we have this, which is doing pretty good. And I apologize when I say this and whatnot. I don't really remember the names, so I'm flying by the seat of my pants. Okay, we've got a mint here. That is just thriving like there's no tomorrow. This could probably even get like a trim to make it even healthier. We've got a whole row of Russian sage from last year coming back strong. Loving it. Got some jasmine. So we have 1, 2, 3 that I had to replant because they just, you saw them over on the patio. Only one of them's kind of starting to come back. Got this guy, he's doing okay. They're alive at least. And we've got this guy, he's doing okay and he's alive. Got some raspberries that I'm really excited about. Again, a lot of the stuff that we're planting is like food sources and whatnot, so it's just one of them things, trying to build, even if it's not ideal and whatnot, we're just trying to build. All right, so over here we have some sage. This sage back here is from seed that I did, and then we've got this thyme, which isn't its healthiest. It's probably like 5 or 6 years old, both of these probably. Well, maybe like 4 years old, 4 to 5 years old. Anyway, We have like a whole, not a whole row, but again, we have the jasmine, we have the chives. I just recently cut all the chive heads off. And again, let me get this weed. Man, FYI, we get tons of these. I think they're from the tree that lets off the whirlies, and then these things grow up in there. I try to get them before they get to this thickness, but sometimes I miss them. Anywho, this is garlic chives, more thyme, more rosemary, thyme, rosemary, and then we have our Hosta Bed, which has a little bit of holes here and there. I want to put something with some height. I might put that one jasmine right there, but I still need something kind of for there. And she's pretty though. Got some dill here, some marjoram here. Again, if we look from far away, this is kind of what the bed looks like. Again, not permanent, but it's a start. And as you can see, yeah, just a little bit of something right in here. And I'd like to kind of fill this area over here kind of with some plants so that you kind of have a pathway to come into the depths of it. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm doing just yet, to be quite honest with you, but it is what it is. And that's really all she wrote. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share. I just want to kind of walk around the garden, show you what I got. Sorry if I don't know all the names. I'm not really the best with that. And yeah, thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed. Maybe it gave you some ideas. Who knows? Biggest takeaway is we're really trying to get some perennial food sources baked into this land. I know it's the suburbs, but it can't hurt to have it. And we're also reusing and recycling. We're also reusing and recycling as many goods as we can because of the markup on wood prices right now and everything else that's kind of inflating. We're just trying to minimize how much we have to spend on that, because in all reality, most of our savings and finances have to go into renovating the house. And this time of year, every time this time of year comes, all I want to do is just be out here working on stuff, which then ends up costing me money. So very strategic this year on what we are purchasing to take it to the next level, and reusing and repurposing every chance that we get for all the other stuff. At any rate, I've babbled on long enough. I hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe you learned something, maybe you got some ideas. I know it was really informal, didn't always have all the names for stuff. Sorry about that, but you know, it is what it is. And maybe this will get me crack-a-lacking on some more vlog type videos. I don't know, just maybe making it informal and just putting it out there. If you like this stuff, I hope that you come back and continue to watch my channel. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Take care, everyone. Bye.